Well, hello Virgos, welcome to your January 2014 video scope from Cassie's Cosmo. Right, we open up the new year with a beautiful new moon in Capricorn, and this is all about your ambitions, your goals, your driving force. And as Virgos, you're very strong in the way that you do work. You work extremely hard. And the cards that I've pulled out for you are the Seven of Swords, the Hierophant, the Eight of Pentacles, the Seven of Cups, and what leads it is the Knight of Swords, the swiftness of the Aquarius time. So, looking at this for you, astrologically and tarot-wise, the Seven of Swords is about not avoiding responsibility. Maybe it's the way you deal with the responsibilities that are around you at the moment. Maybe you're wanting to be alone. Maybe you're feeling tired and jaded after the Christmas period. It's kind of time to face the music. It can mean that you're wanting to leave something behind within your life. And for a lot of people, I have kind of said, excuse my hand on the screen while I move things around a little bit, I have kind of said it's very much about letting go of things that have been in your life. When the Seven of Swords means that you've been through a heavy time, maybe a time of too much responsibility, too much work, and this is about the new moon in January in your house of maybe your true love, especially when we hit that full moon in Cancer. So for a lot of Virgos, it can mean that you're meeting your ideal partner or new partnerships within your life. Venus, Mercury, Pluto and the Sun, they're all aligning in the new moon. There's like 4 or 5 planets, which is a really harmonious situation. If you are single, then it'll lighten your mood and bring new people in. It's about looking in the mirror in January and kind of looking at what you see and who you are, and asking yourself a few questions. Jupiter, the planet of what I call expansion and goodness, is currently touring the 11th house of friendship. So that's expanding your friendships, new people you meet, the fun side of life. And it's sort of opposite, brimming there with new people. This is really asking you, and I'll say within the first 7 days, the Seven of Swords is saying release and let go of old ways, old people, old situations, old habits, maybe even old love that in the Venus retrograde you've been reflecting and thinking about. Seven of Swords can mean that you're thinking about moving house, but the swords within itself, or the cards, is there's a lot of purple and dark energy within it. And it generally means that life feels a little bit heavy as we enter the new year. I do think the 7th and 8th onwards brings in a lighter time. The Hierophants, and we'll get that to sort of coming up towards, say, that 7th onwards, the Hierophants can mean a Taurian, but it's also linked with new learning. So you could be learning something. Regards the next card, the Eight of Pentacles, which is about new work and new choices and things speeding up for you, really in the Aquarius time. The Knight of Swords is swiftness. It's things starting to pick up pace at the end of the day. And I just think that you've got to be quite enthusiastic about the start of this year. It brings in a whole new field around love to people. It's very much about new beginnings, new starts. And a lot of Virgos have been through a great deal of difficulty, as of the other earth signs, Taurus, Capricorn, and water signs, Pisces, Scorpio, etc. But this is about things starting to shift. Venus is teaching you about value within yourself, within relationships, within your work area, what you want to learn, going over what you can make money from, looking at old projects, seeing if you can relight them, old relationships. Can I go back to that ex? Can I go back to that person I've been parted from? Can I make it work this time? So you will really be looking at those goals and how you do things and deal with things in a big way. If you're in a relationship, but you feel like you've become too involved too quickly, you might kind of feel like you want to pull back just to adjust your pace a little bit. If you feel like the relationship's not for you or not a part of you, the Seven of Swords can mean maybe you're not being honest with yourself or the other person at the beginning of the year. It's kind of, Seven of Swords can mean someone's not being honest, they're not telling you the whole truth of a situation. Knight of Swords batting off that, maybe something went too quickly within that relationship. Hierophant is about you learning, but it's about knowledge, it's about growth. And there's a lot of people at the moment, the higher mind, Jupiter, expansion, travel, progress, quickness, wanting to really take your life on to the next level. But sometimes having too many options and too many choices within your pathway, as it seems. This is the time to reevaluate, to maybe if you're starting a relationship, to get it established. February will be the month where I feel for a lot of people that the foundation will be put within your job, within your life, within your home. It will be a month that will precede itself in big ways around that sort of foundation. If you're married, it could mean that, that growth and opportunity is around having children or having a family in some form, in some way. Time to conceive new ideas, new family, new children, having a baby. That whole realm around the full moon in Cancer here, which hits, say, that marker in the cards. The full moon in Cancer is about family ties or expanding your family within your life. So it's given you a lot of sort of feeling away as well about money, making money, new money, and you've worked extremely hard up to the Christmas period. How fast can I make money? How fast can money go into my account? Everything's been about the 8th house in Saturn, other people's money, all the way up to 2019. This is about financially conserving your money. With the Taurus Scorpio field, Taurus is about your possessions, Scorpio is about financial house, the 8th house, your sexual needs, other people's money and finances in some way. And you are a sign that likes to earn the money and likes to know where you're going. So, add to all this, point out that the weekend of the 11th and 12th should be a very special day when the Sun aligns with Saturn. Again, you could be rubbing shoulders with someone that will put you in the limelight or hit that mark around money or ways to make money, be more publicly out there. The January the 15th full moon in Cancer is a very beautiful moon, and again it's caring toward other people, it's that family energy. So this month in particular will be about influences around new people, new accomplishments, charities, being out there in the public eye, seminars, learning something, lectures, attending, wedding, media, marketing. It's going to be quite a busy month, even as we start right off the back. And, January's still going to have some magical spells towards it, because I kind of feel here that there could be some serious work projects. This card here is about work projects. Anything just after the new moon, 21st, 22nd, I feel as if this is very much about work, new work around you, especially when we hit the 20th to the 30th. The 30th is about choices here. 7 of Cups is about choices around work and work projects. It feels quite exciting. Even if you're self-employed, it's something important. There could be new clients coming in. This could be making a name for yourself. That new moon in Aquarius again in the 6th house of work projects, your health, media, marketing, the finer details, transformations in some form, in some way. But this is about learning something. This is about things really getting off the mark as we hit the end of January. But I do feel here that it is more of a case of you looking at where you want to be. And there's still the early stages. That 7 of Swords, remember, it is heavy, it is about letting go. So I'm going to say whatever is around you, relationships, friendships, new year, new goals, anything that is there is to be let go of so that you can obtain those new goals. The Hierophant is about you learning. Maybe with someone in authority, maybe connected to people that are higher up than yourself, that can introduce you toward people that will expand your field within your work. Now, the 7 of Cups still gives me the impression that you've got choices within your work, dear Virgo. So again, it's about creativity, it's about the 12th house. So sometimes you may well need to take a little bit of a step back and rethink about your projects. Maybe you're going to be working in private before you put it out there in February. Don't let people distract you near the end of the month, because I kind of think it will be a very important time. That Knight of Swords is telling you that there'll be a swiftness, but I'm going to say look towards the Aquarius time, which is about the 20th going through to the 20th of February, as some of these things really starting to take off. But I'll also say that the Aquarius full moon on the 30th will bring in work, new ideas, you working diligently. So if you're working for yourself, I kind of feel at the end of the month will be a prime time of happiness, new friendships coming in, relationships or key relationships. You might meet that lover or meet someone significant. You might have met them in December, but I would say just slow down with this. Never rush into anything. This is a little bit at the moment about you taking your time as to where you're wanting to go. There's a lot of emphasis on relationships, especially with the full moon in Cancer in the 5th house of creativity, but also of personal love, of a love that can last. With Saturn in Capricorn, it is about something being there for the long term of things. Financially, I've said to people also 29th, 30th, insurance money, mortgage money, money coming back to you, money that may well be owed to you, are aligning towards the end of the month. So kind of feel here as we hit the end of the month, Virgo, you'll start to look at your choices and options around money being made to you, maybe even money with that Saturn in Scorpio, money coming back to you, other people's money. Thank you for watching the video of Cassie's Cosmo, and thank you for liking and sharing and taking the time to watch the videos each month. I wish you a warm and wonderful January, and until the next video, which could be next week, it could be next month. Generally I try and do something weekly, but just take your time, slow down. Virgos like to rush, and you have got the card of speed there. The Knight of Swords is about speed within yourself, but this is also about the Capricorn energy, which is your mind, your subconscious mind. Jupiter in Cancer, let's expand the family, let's expand the home, let's expand work. But then everything's kind of saying, I feel heavy, I feel tired. So it's teaching you not to rush. The bigger expansion will come in March for many, is my feeling. Jupiter goes back forwards again, and that's really where the expansion comes in. Look at your choices, think carefully about what direction you want to go in, Virgo, at the end of the month. But wishing you a wonderful January, and again, I've said it a few minutes ago, but bye bye for now, and take care, and happy holidays, dear Virgo.